Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in. My name is April Carter, and I am an excited team member with Tennessee Nonprofit Network, here to have a short conversation with Margaret Dillon, one of our conference breakout session speakers, who is doing probably one of the most popular breakout sessions that we are going to have. So we are so excited to talk to her today. But before we get started, if you have not registered for our Tennessee Nonprofit Conference on October 3rd at the Hilton Hotel in Memphis, Tennessee, be sure to take a break after you've watched this recording and go and register so you too can have an opportunity to meet Margaret and attend her breakout session. So with all of that being said, Margaret, hello and welcome.
Wow, nice to see you.
All right, fantastic. So I just have a couple of questions to kind of walk through so people can get to know you and your session for the Tennessee Nonprofit Conference. So if you could just introduce yourself and tell us why you're excited to be a speaker at the Tennessee Nonprofit Conference.
Sure. So Margaret Dillon, my business is called Sherpa Consulting, and it's the whole idea of Sherpa Consulting came to me a few years ago. You may know that a Sherpa is an individual typically that helps somebody take a backpack with you up the mountain. And it just felt really poignant for me in my business to have that image where I am helping people get up the mountain and help, with the load to be able to have a higher vision for themselves and their nonprofit. So that's kind of the overall sort of signature that I bring to the work that I do. I do consulting and fundraising and grant writing for nonprofits. I also do coaching. Yeah, and I'm excited because I feel like there are certain jewels that I've learned over the years that people may have heard, but I feel like haven't reaped the wisdom in some things that are simple but powerful strategies. Like they sometimes feel like they're secrets or formulas, but just if we just stop and have a few minutes to really take in some of these things we need to put into practice, I think it's powerful. So just helping people get to the next level.
Oh, I absolutely love all of that. Yes, the idea of the Sherpa, that is
Yeah.
absolutely fantastic. And I'm so excited because it ties in so well with your session and your experience to be able to impart in all of our attendees some of those jewels and tips and wisdom that you've kind of learned along the way. So just tell us about your session and what attendees can expect.
Yeah, so it's trailblazing thinking and strategies for $1 million asks. And I feel like it's going to be a little bit unconventional, just in the sense that um, sometimes we need a little bit of help breaking our mindset. We use that word sometimes, but just um, the whole idea of being $1 million organization, when nonprofits are smaller, sometimes they may want to be, but they're only really thinking small. And it really may be impossible to get there if we don't look at some of those current ideas we have about how our nonprofit is and what it would take to get there. And I think that there's, like I said, like I'm giving a little teaser, but there are strategies that help with sort of like this trailblazing thinking, and some practical things that I'll give, and also, some help with more of sort of like a paradigm shift to help people break up that status quo. So that's a teaser.
That is so exciting. So it sounds like it goes beyond just getting people away from scarcity thinking, but growing their mindset as it relates to their organization, their staff, their ideas, and not just bringing in funds. So just going. Don't think small, think big for your entire
Right.
organization. I
Right.
cannot wait to be in the back of this room. So tell us about why is this important for the nonprofit sector?
I think people are so busy that sometimes we don't take the time to stop and do some deeper work around what we need to do to make our organization successful. So I feel like it's an opportunity. People have a whole day to just really stop and reflect and maybe make some commitments and some goals to themselves. Just asking questions like, how are we doing? And also, when you talk about trailblazing thinking, you think about people that trailblaze, they, they start a movement, they like climb the top of a mountain. There's certain risks that we have to take outside of what we're used to in order to be excellent, in order to be like the best, in order to have like funders really get the power of your mission. So I feel like having a little time for people to do that, and really, value that they need that time to think about what they want to commit to.
Yes, I absolutely love it. So, the theme of the conference this year is very simple. It's just together. And so tell us how your session aligns with that theme of together.
Sure. So, I think when it comes to fundraising and being successful on the $1 million level, it absolutely takes a team. It really does. It's never, people want to hire a fundraiser, but at the end of the day, it's a team of people that are executing programs, that are talking to donors, that are managing the organization. And so it just seems like we can really learn how to be together as a team, not only serving our clients, but really being, good to each other so that we really excel. So.
That is fantastic. So, and I love how that just kind of leads us to our final question. We've learned about you as Sherpa. We've learned about your session, but let's learn about Margaret, just the regular everyday person. So, thinking about the theme of together, if you had to choose between one of these things to do together with your nonprofit clients, nonprofit friends, which one would you choose? So, really good food,
Mhm.
a good city tour at a place of your choosing, some really good music,
Mhm.
or share in a really good book club.
I like all of those things, but I think the city tour would be my choice. I had a tour guide like 20 years ago in Berlin that just like was so phenomenal. Like he just brought the city to life, and I just like I was really moved by that experience. Like this is a city where like Hitler had been there and the communists had been there. It was just like I couldn't believe what had happened. And like when it comes to life in a place you've never been, it's just like it to me, it's amazing. So
Now that is fantastic. That is our first choice for city tour, and I love the way you broke that
oh,
down and
yeah,
brought it all together. So
yeah.
thank you so much, Margaret. Any closing words?
No, I just I'm glad people will have the time to be a part of this conference. And like I said, it's just always really meaningful when you give yourself that day to really, really learn and soak it in. So thank
Oh,
you.
no, thank you. We're looking forward to the conference, and we hope that we can partner with you again after the conference. So we're so excited for this. So if you would like to attend Margaret's session, there's only one way you can do it for now, and that is attend the October 3rd Tennessee Nonprofit Conference. Registration is still open, so there's time to register and join your nonprofit friends from across Tennessee here in Memphis, Tennessee. So you can learn more at Tennessee Nonprofitconference.org to learn all about Margaret, our keynote speakers, and ways you can engage with other nonprofits across the state. So thank you so much for joining, and we'll see you at the next episode.